Hello, right, I've walked back up the lane from Wentworth Woodhouse, but I've come over the other side of the road because there's a guy there strimming, as you can see. The lodge there as well, I just noticed as I came back up, it's called the Octagon Lodge because of course it's 8-sided, and of course that fits in because when you go into the house you see that there are plenty of octagons in the house. It's a particular feature of the house that in the plasterwork there are lots of octagons, but I won't dwell on that because I want to do the third walk, which is along this lane here. So if I just come back down here, so there's the farm buildings, there's the lane that I've just come up, and you can probably just see the War Memorial right down there. But I'm going to walk up this lovely little lane because this kind of takes you through the village but back to the main kind of road, and it gives you an elevated view over the village and the church spire there. It's looking so beautiful in the sun. Look at that, that's your classic English country scene. That's so gorgeous. Bit of work being done on a property over there. And then there's some kind of antique centre, a cafe, and that set of workshop and a blacksmith, etc. And then we have, again, just this view so beautiful. Looking way over to Sheffield in the hills in the distance there. But we have a little round building here, which I think used to be a windmill. But obviously the top's gone off it. There's a couple around here. Oh, and the berries are looking nice on the High Pericum, St John's Wort. Lovely little country garden. Anemones are looking nice. It's beautiful. Ripening well, those Hypericum berries. Lovely. I forgot to mention as well that the stone used for Wentworth Woodhouse, I think, is limestone. It's not sandstone. So again, depending on where the limestone is from, you get some limestone that's harder than other limestone, and obviously they bought the best quality stone for the house, which is why the house is still in. I mean, there's bits repaired. As you go up and you have a look at it, you can still see bits of erosion because the house is 300 years old. Parts of it are even older. But on the columns still look, quite immaculate. And I suppose they've been protected from the weather again because the columns themselves face east. So the weather comes from the west. So the fact that you have a roof over the columns, even though the columns are exposed to any easterly wind and easterly weather, that's a very rare event in this country. So most of the weather, most of the erosion comes from the west. I'm just looking here. Again, we've got a bumper crop of hawthorn. Look at that, ripening up because of the wet July. So that's south facing, and then we've got hawthorn here, and not a lot because this is north facing. So you can see the difference, how depending on where you plant something, whether it will give you the result that you're expecting. Now, do you remember at the beginning of my first video how I talked about a public footpath that comes up, and this is where it comes out at. So you see there's a sign there, and it usually says, in this case it should say Rotherham, you can maybe just see it a little bit, Rotherham Borough Council. If it's Barnsley or Sheffield or anywhere else, it will give the local council, and that's a footpath that, even though it's private land, you have a right to walk through that. You don't have a right to go onto the land, although chances are, as long as you're not doing any damage, nobody will bother. But you have, everybody, every citizen has a right to walk on a public footpath through private land. And we've got a sundial there. Beautiful. Well, look at this little garden. Little frogs, toads, squirrels, hedgehogs, pheasants. Quite a lot of pheasants around here. Another old barn there, that'll make a nice property. Again, you can see where the sandstone has just eroded away. Yeah, and where they've had to replace it, probably down there with newer bits. Oh, and a lovely little garden here. And that's the road at the end of that walk from the church, just over there. Now, this is the estate office for the Fitzwilliam estate. All these properties, or at least the vast majority of them around here, are rented because they are owned by the Fitzwilliam estate, which is not the same people that now own the big house. So obviously rents from the properties that are rented out are managed from here. And then we've got a no golf. Oh, we've got a lovely, oh, look at that, right, look at these ripening up on this side here, on the south facing side. Look at those, absolutely bumper crop of hawthorn. There's a pretty little cricket pitch with the hills of Sheffield in the distance. Kind of Chapeltown over there it will be, kind of southern Barnsley, northern Sheffield over there. But isn't that a lovely cricket pitch with the church spire there? Absolutely beautiful. Garden centre over there, cafe where I had my breakfast. Absolutely gorgeous. So let's come out of there and carry on walking down. What we're on? 8 minutes. If my battery holds out, that's the main thing at the moment, it's my battery. I might have 20-25 minutes left.
No, not up there.
Hello again. Sun come out now. Yeah. Oh, blackberries are ripening very nicely. Because of the really dry summer last year, the blackberries last August, September were very small. These look to be a bit plumper. Cotoneaster's ripening up as well. Very nice. And lots of hawthorn berries. clubhouse for the cricket club. There we've got that looks ripe. Field of wheat. Looks ready to harvest that. Now here I think is the football pitch next to the car park. You can get into the car park from here. Lovely weeping willow there. And lovely berries on the rowan tree there. Got the Yorkshire flag up, very nice. And the English flag, very nice. Vegetable patches. Nice sitting out area. Nice little sun trap. Wesleyan Chapel there, 1884 is it? Lovely, look at that catalpa there. And then you've got the mock orange there. Look at the Acer as well, looks very healthy. Oh, this lovely clematis. And bees are loving that clematis there. Look at that. What a lovely front garden that is, with the eucalyptus, the blue, the lime green, the purple. Nice contrast. I like to see contrast. Keep that interest all year round. That's lovely. As is that view there. Got some apples here, little bit of an orchard there. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful Acer dissectum, eucalyptus, lovely rose there. That's beautiful. Look at that. Oh, lovely. Hiya. Again, beautiful gardens as we come down to the main road just over there. Nice seating area there. These lovely old little barns, I love them. And here we are back on the main road. Paradise Square there. That way and to the right, down to the village of Elsica. So I'm going to finish the recording there, I think. Let's cross over, have a little look at this nice rose garden. So, bye for now from the village of Wentworth in Rotherham, South Yorkshire. Bye for now.